Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had to solve daunting problems. Apart from the unification of states, there were lots of quarrels, different types of problems among the people, communal problems as well. Now, in one of his speeches, he says, after the alien rule, to which both the rulers of the state and the people were equally subject, has been removed, all those who are left behind belong to one family. There can be therefore no quarrel among the princes. They are ours, and we can make them understand and appreciate our point of view. But before you can make them understand and ask them to relieve themselves of the burden which they are shouldering, it is your bounden duty to make yourself worthy of taking over those responsibilities. It is not enough to ask for responsible government. You must know how to digest it. No government can function without popular support. Travancore and Mysore are living examples of how, in the fitness of things and fullness of time, popular unity and strength had made the rulers part of the power. This shows that we must change our method to suit the new circumstances which the departure of alien rulers have created. I myself took part in many a fight with rulers in the past, but I have always told them that my struggle was not with the rulers, but with those agents of alien powers who were propping up against the popular demand and popular forces. But the days of vilifying the princes, calling them names and maligning them are gone. It is not only a waste of energy to concentrate on them, but also needless irritation and a profitless undertaking. Our method now have to be guided by a more friendly approach and a spirit of understanding and goodwill. No government anywhere can be carried out without the popular support. I am sure the princes themselves realize that in the interest of their own as well as the people who belong to them. Why should we therefore pick quarrels or choose the path of ill will and hostility? I appeal to you to cultivate a proper sense of moral values. I ask you to do a little heart searching. We can only advise you, but you can act on the advice only according to your own capacity. If you are selfless workers, you will get your reward. But if you become involved in mutual jealousies and quarrels, you can only do damage to the cause which you profess to uphold. When we achieved independence, it was with a view to carrying out for India a place that the world polity and to raise the stature and standard of living of the people. Instead, we find ourselves fully preoccupied with the task of meeting the most gigantic problem of refugees relief that has ever faced man in the human history. This is not the time to involve ourselves in needless disputes, nor can we afford to follow the mirage of many stans like Khalistan, Sikhistans, or Jatistans. If we are not careful and become a prey to these inimical ideals, we can only succeed in turning India into Paglistan. It is therefore up to you to forget your mutual quarrels and behave with a sense of responsibility and in a spirit of cooperation. We have formidable tasks before us. Attacks on railways, looting, and the part which sometimes even the military and the police play in such incidents merely show that we are to face with moral bankruptcy, if not checked, must mean downfall and ruin. Therefore, remember, if a hungry man dies of starvation, he dies without a stain on his honor. But one who steals to feed himself virtually suffers from living death. He has not followed the path of honor and glory, but that of shame and disgrace. If we want popular government, we must build a popular support and strength. Princes want respect and reverence. They will gracefully yield to popular demands if they find that a sense of responsibility and popular support prompts the popular organizations. I therefore ask such organizations to work selflessly and in a spirit of public service and thereby earn not only the gratitude of the people but also the confidence of rulers and achieve the object which is neither inimical to the interests of the princes nor inconsistent with their responsibilities. For after all, no prince can afford to treat popular support with contumely, not popular grievances and indifference. So I hope you will all stand together and cooperate and face and carry out this mammoth task which lies ahead.